A young Memphis rapper is dead after a shooting in Frazier late Tuesday night. A source confirms to WMC Action News 5 that Jonathan Brown, who went by the name Baby CEO, died after being shot at Lake Park Cove near Schoolfield Road.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, man. So today we're going to be talking about this Baby CEO situation. Now, for those of you who don't know, Baby CEO, man, he was a rap protege, man. And he was from the city of Memphis. But he was co-signed by none other than the late Fredo Santana. Now, Fredo Santana was a famous drill rapper from none other than Chicago. And, man, he took a liking to Baby CEO and was guiding his way through hip-hop and providing services as a mentor to him while he was rising up. Now, Baby CEO made a lot of headlines getting into the rap game so early and talking about the content he was talking about. And he was still able to shake all that criticism and have a successful time in the rap game. Now, as a rapper, Baby CEO was still working on getting to that mainstream, super duper mainstream level, the way, he'd be more of a household name and stuff. And he was working on a project that he had released recently. Now, things came to a crashing halt when Baby CEO lost his life a couple of days ago, or maybe like a day ago now. But it's crazy, man. And it's a crazy story because a lot of speculation about what happened in his death. There were a lot of rumors swirling around, and his brother took to social media to squash a lot of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into the specifics of all that. But before we do that, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And, man, let's get it. All right, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about Baby CEO, man. This is a sad situation. Want to start off by saying, rest in peace to Baby CEO and rest in peace to Fredo Santana. This is a crazy coincidence and a wild story in the hip-hop game right now. So let's start off with the fact that there was a lot of speculation about the death of Baby CEO. When it was first announced, there were a lot of reports saying that, he died of an overdose and that, it was something drug-related, similar to Fredo Santana. Because for those of you who don't know, Fredo Santana is one of those folks who tragically lost their life at the age of 27. It's kind of been a trend in music, not to say that in a positive way, but there's been a lot of musicians in the past who have lost their life at that age, right? And Fredo Santana, man, he lost his life due to similar circumstances as well. Now, there's a lot of speculation about his death even because, it was health related. It was like they weren't sure was it the seizure or what, but it was pretty much confirmed that it was all due to drug-related illness. So Fredo Santana lost his life 3 years ago for drug-related illnesses. And everybody, was shocked in the hip-hop community, especially those fans of drill music, right? Now, Fredo Santana and Baby CEO made headlines back in 2015 because then 13 or 14-year-old Baby CEO was actually, man, the topic of discussion because he was a drill rapper at that age. And, he was getting promoted by one of the biggest drill rappers in the game, which was Fredo Santana. And a lot of people were at odds about this, because of his age. I mean, he was so young, and for him to be signed with Fredo Santana, it seemed like a bad influence. It didn't look like a positive relationship, but he forged on and had a career in the rap game. He's had many big interviews on many big platforms, talked on some of the biggest couches you can think of, and had a legit following in rap. So everything seemed to work out for the best. Now, things happen, quickly and time moves by fast. And when Fredo Santana died, I'm sure it probably hit Baby CEO real hard because, that was his mentor in the game. He was allegedly signed to Fredo Santana. So, probably hit real bad. But the crazy coincidence behind all this is the fact that Baby CEO died 3 years to the day of Fredo Santana's death, man. So Fredo Santana 3 years ago on the 20th of January, and then Baby CEO on the very same day. That had everybody's ears perking up and people, conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat stuff going down, man. And people were really trying to figure out, man, what in the world kind of stuff is this going on? Because that's a odd coincidence for two people that died who were that close on the very same day. The odds of that are crazy. I'm going to be real with that. It's a little eerie when you think about it. Now, Baby CEO's family is probably really shaken up, man. This hit them really hard. He was very young. He's only 20 years old. and he's a burgeoning musician. So he's working on his craft, and everybody is in full support of him, including his brother. And his brother was not liking any of the rumors that were circulating out there, and he didn't like the fact that folks were actually taking credit for the fact that of Baby CEO's untimely departure, right? And what I mean is, he took to social media and posted this right here to address all the concerns. This is what Baby CEO's brother said verbatim. He said, "Ain't no op killed my brother. He got killed by his own day one that he called his brother. So for you heavy cap cats that's trying to get fame off his name, stop clout chasing. All you do is you've been riding my brother wave." Now, I had to improvise a little bit because of some of the language he put in there, but basically he's saying that those cats from Heavy Camp who are allegedly out there repping on, Baby CEO's death, he's just shutting that down and said he wasn't killed by anybody from any op, nobody else's camp, nothing else like that. Basically, his life was taken by somebody who was close to him, one of his day one dudes who he called his brother. So his brother was basically certifying the fact that Baby CEO was shot. Now, there was a news report that went out about a shooting and a tweet that went out about the shooting, but it didn't name a name when the incident happened. So you would understand there would be a lot of confusion, man, because folks were just trying to put the story together. And, sometimes narratives run away on their own, man. Because of the way that Fredo Santana passed away, a lot of people thought that maybe Baby CEO died the same way on the same day, just to add more to the story. But that really wasn't the case. It looked like this is a story of him being betrayed by somebody who was close to him, and no op or anybody got close to him and touched him or whatnot. So sad situation regardless, because, this goes back to that thing I've been talking about, these cats sliming each other out. Your homeboys, it seems like in the rap game, it's more than anywhere. I know this happens in regular life, but man, it seems like in the rap game, cats will turn their back and do each other dirty so bad for a little fame. And then you got cats from Heavy Camp. Now, for those of you who don't know, Heavy Camp is actually Black Youngster's label. That's where he has most of his artists, like Lil Migo and those cats. And I'm assuming that his brother was just letting it be known because they were out there trying to say that they took a part in his death. And, this is the only place where this stuff goes on, man, where people would actually try to take credit for, something that they didn't do. And other cats would slime out their homeboy or turn their back on their homeboy and shoot him, just because of whatever it is. With these stories, it's usually jealousy over money or something of that nature. But we don't know the details, so I have to be fair on that side. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Baby CEO's murder was just some crazy coincidence, man? The fact that it was aligned with the same death of Fredo Santana, his mentor, on the very same day, 3 years later? Or is this just a situation where, man, things that happened bad just happened on the same day and it's just a weird coincidence? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.